SGC here, and we're back with another movie review, The Kings of Summer. Originally titled Toys House, is a 2013 American independent coming-of-age comedy drama that premiered at the 2013 Sundance Film Festival and received a limited US release back in May of last year. And it's directed by Jordan Vogt. This is his directorial debut. And also for casting, we have Nick Robinson, Gabriel Basso, Moisés Arias, Nick Offerman, Alison Brie, Megan Mullally, Mark Everett Jackson, and there's a lot more other people in this film. So basically this is a coming-of-age film where it talks about Joe Toy, played by Nick Robinson, who's on the verge of adulthood, and he's just finding himself increasingly frustrated by his attempts of a single father, played by Nick Offerman, to manage his life. So it's a kid that's just frustrated with his dad, and he's just like, I can't take you anymore, and he wants to leave, and he leaves the house actually, and he brings his best friend, played by Gabriel Basso, and a strange kid named Biagio, played by Moisés Arias, who was recently in Ender's Game, and he was that big bully, if you don't remember. But strange kid. And pretty much they're like, we're gonna build a house in the middle of the woods, free from responsibility and parents. And that's pretty much the entire plot, where they're coming of age, realizing what they need to do with their lives, and just to see the difference between living at home and living on their own. And they discover themselves, pretty much. So what I like about this film, first off, just the fact that it's just a frustration where you can see where the kid's coming from. And it's just, I can like totally connect to that, you know, free from responsibility and parents. Who wouldn't want that when they were that age, where they just want to do the things that they wanted to do? So the plot line itself, it's simple, and it's just like awesome just to be in the woods and be like self-manageable. I don't know, maybe that's a lot of work for some of the kids these days, but it was kind of cool to just build your own house and just chill out with friends. So basically just chilling with friends. So that vibe is really awesome. As the three leads, we have Nick Robinson, Gabriel Basso, and Moisés Arias. They have a really interesting dynamic where Nick Robinson is the guy that's super gung-ho, like, we're gonna stay here, we're gonna do this, where Gabriel Basso is just like, oh, I'll think about it, like, we gotta think this through sort of thing guy. And Moisés Arias is just off the wall, super strange, and I really enjoy that. And as the film goes through these character developments, as they realize life without their parents, and just it's that, I don't know, I just really enjoy that revelation. We're like, wow, this is really happening. And as their characters develop throughout the film, I enjoyed the sense where it went to the point where conflict arises between Patrick and Joe, Nick and Gabriel, because their crush, Kelly, played by Erin Moriarty, is, coming in the house and breaking things apart in terms of just relationships. And it's just like interesting, while like these kids are just really gung-ho about living together, but they still have conflicts and it's just like not super gung-ho happy, but you got things that they gotta deal with. And as the story progresses, I really enjoyed where, not ruining anything, but something happens to this dynamic group and things happen, and just how it goes through and how the film ends, I really enjoy that as it's just the character development that I in a way where I liked. Nick Offerman here is sort of playing a more realistic version of his Ron Swanson of Parks and Rec, and I just really enjoyed him there. We have Alison Brie playing Joe's sister, who's not really, she doesn't really have that many lines, but when she talks, it's just awesome to see that she's in the movie. And what did I not like about this film? I would say in the beginning, the pacing. I think there's a pacing issue here where sometimes it's just like, where is this film really going? But at the same time, you can see that it's justified because it's kids that leave their house to do whatever, so there really is no structure, and I really enjoy that. So this potential pacing issue for me, it was like, when you realize that this is supposed to go with the story, I enjoy that. Though there are times where the acting sort of falls kind of like, yeah, because they're young kids. Nick Robinson is 18, Gabriel Basso is 19, though he has acting, experience from The Big C, a TV series about his mom having cancer. But yeah, sometimes the acting and the lines carry through is not that strong, but it was just enjoyable to just see, new kids on the screen. So Kings of Summer, when I first watched the trailer, I was just like, wow, it's just a feel-good coming-of-age movie, and I watched it, and it was like that, and I really, really enjoyed Moisés Arias' like character himself. Like, he's so strange and just weird, and he really puts forward the whole concept of brotherhood and just sticking up to the man and just being like just being the guy to be there, like he can rely on. I really enjoyed him, and the fact that he's so strange, you never knew what's really going on, and he sort of brought a lot of humor to as well. So yeah, I really did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Kings of Summer. It was sort of what I expected while watching the trailer, and yeah. So if you haven't checked it out, do check it out. If you haven't seen coming of age movies recently, I would recommend this one because it's just nice to see, you know, kids. Or I guess the only backlash for this film is that there's no strong female child like presence here, but as a dude film, I enjoyed it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this movie review for Kings of Summer.